afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. It's Friday.
It's Friday. My first It's Friday.
Mark is off today. Madeline O'Neill is filling in this afternoon. This is fun. Yeah. We haven't had a chance to work together in a while.
So happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Yeah. Thank you for your help today. Are you loving this heat and humidity?
Oh, this is my kind of weather. I love it. I would be at my pool right now if I work here, but I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for helping us today.
Yeah.
We have a busy show, so let's get right to it. And topping our news this Friday, the Dane County mask mandate could mean curtains stay closed for some local productions. Our Brad Hamilton shows us what it could mean for your tickets.
And evacuations continue in Afghanistan. Today, President Biden says he'll get every American out.
And the Greek Freak is putting on some navy and gold, becoming an investor in the Milwaukee Brewers. Why the team says they're hoping he brings some good karma. And I bet he will. Let's take a look outside today on this hot and humid Friday afternoon. Being by the water is the place to be. Some storms for early Saturday are the weather words for today. Oh, there's the beach.
That is an iconic shot.
Yeah, that is a beautiful shot. Dana Fulton is out on the weather patio staying cool. Dana?
I'm trying to in the shade right now. It really sounds like summer currently. The bugs kind of buzzing around. It's a little hot and a little humid. We should be popping over to max 1 if my director can look at that. Our storm chances is still off to the west for us. Severe thunderstorm watches in parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota. Nothing really building in again for us just yet. This evening will stay nice and dry, but that is the line that we're keeping an eye on to start off your Saturday. That'll bring some shower and thunderstorm chances for early Saturday. Here's a live look at Madison. Sunshine and a few puffy clouds overhead. Again, no rain concern for us this evening. 88 in Madison. Dew points in the mid-60s right now. 88 for Madison, but 90 in Janesville. 82 in Mineral Point. A little bit above average. A little warm outside for us today. Again, dew points also high. Now, with our cloudy sky building in this evening, the rain chances building in, we won't fall much for our overnight lows. Close to 70 to start off tomorrow. We'll have some shower and thunderstorm chances early in the day tomorrow, but the sun will return in the afternoon, so this isn't going to be an all-day event for your Saturday. Highs in the low 80s, a little cooler outside for Saturday. As far as our roads are concerned right now, the interstate through Dane County and Rock County, north and southbound, look fairly smooth for us this evening. Drive times pretty close to where they should be for this time of day. Thankfully not stretching out too long on a Friday. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about 18 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. First at 4, with Dane County back under a mask mandate, many are adapting to life back in a mask. But this could mean more than just an adjustment for those performing in the arts.
Public Health Madison Dane County has confirmed that performers must now wear a mask during any indoor show. Brad Hamilton explains how that may be a no-go for some.
Well, I can tell you, Susan and Madeline, that right here at the Bartell Theater, there are just people confused why their performers would need to be masked up. And I got a chance to speak with director Steve Knoll, who's got a show that's coming up, Clue. This is just a little promo, but it sounds like it's going to be really good if it goes on as continued. But Steve says that he understands the need for a mask mandate, but just not for his crew in particular. This is because Steve says that his crew is fully vaccinated, along with the fact that they put into place that everyone that can go to the show has to show proof of vaccination first and also has to wear a mask throughout the performance. Now, Steve said that with all of those things in place, he feels that an exception should be made to this mandate.
About like a restaurant, you know, the mask mandate doesn't affect the restaurants. You can have people packed together eating and drinking without masks, but yet having an actor that's 20 feet away from you without a mask is somehow not allowed.
Well, technically, Steve's show doesn't start until the day after this mandate is right now supposed to end, but that's why he's saying that production's going to continue. They're going to continue practicing, preparing. But if that mandate continues through his performance time slot, they will have to ultimately cancel the show. He just said that his performers can't perform with a mask on, especially during a straight play where they're trying to interact with the crowd. Reporting live in Madison tonight, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you. The Pentagon has evacuated 5,700 people from Afghanistan in the last 24 hours. President Biden spoke a few hours ago, calling the situation there one of the most difficult airlifts in history.
This evacuation mission is dangerous and involves risks to our armed forces, and it's being conducted under difficult circumstances.
Flights have resumed in Kabul today. They were paused because of processing backups in Qatar. The facility in Qatar is at capacity, and now the Biden administration is working to open another processing facility in Bahrain. The State Department says it's seeing unaccompanied minors showing up, and we've seen footage of children being handed to American forces in Kabul. That includes a baby that you can see is being handed over a barbed wire fence. Unfortunately, well, maybe we saw that before. We've learned that this child, thankfully, was reunited with its father at the Kabul airport.
If we leave any Americans behind, if we leave thousands of those Afghans who fought along our side behind bravely, Joe Biden deserves to be impeached.
Members of Congress are getting an unclassified briefing on Afghanistan today. Lawmakers say they will hold hearings looking into what went wrong in the wake of the U.S. departure from Afghanistan.
Madison police are looking for two people who threatened to shoot a man as he was taking his dog out of his car late last night. One of the men pointed a gun at the victim, taking his car, keys, wallet, and phone. He also threatened to shoot the victim and his dog. NBA Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is continuing to set down roots in the community by becoming a minority owner of the Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Bucks superstar is following the model of football superstar Patrick Mahomes, another small market star who invested in the local baseball franchise. At the news conference today, Giannis talked about how far he's come.
I was looking at this sign right here. You know, this kind of looks amazing, doesn't it? You guys could see it? It looks amazing. So, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is a dream come true, you know, for a kid from Sepoli, Athens, Greece, born from immigrant parents. You know, I could never imagine that I'm going to be in this position.
Antetokounmpo won't be the only pro athlete in Wisconsin to buy a part of another team in the state. Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers also owns about 1% of the Milwaukee Bucks.
The nation hit 1 million vaccine doses administered yesterday for the first time in nearly 2 months. But nationwide, the pace of hospital admissions is at an all-time high for people under the age of 50. Hospitalizations are being fueled by the Delta variant. With more young people getting sick, the battle to slow the spread has triggered tense scenes at school board meetings like this one in Louisiana. And today, Florida's Department of Education announced it will fine school districts that don't comply with the state governor's ban on mask mandates within 48 hours.
We can move together against this common foe, the virus, not one another, to end this pandemic.
Some hospitals and clinics nationwide are turning to monoclonal antibodies to treat COVID patients like 42-year-old Scotty Johnson. But doctors say these treatments should not be a substitute for vaccination against the virus.
American Family Insurance employees who want to get back to working in the company's offices will need to get vaccinated before doing so. AmFam is requiring anyone who works in the building to be vaccinated. Employees who work remotely are exempt from this policy. American Family Insurance is the latest company to implement some sort of vaccine requirement for employees.
T-Mobile says another 5.3 million customers had their data stolen. That's in addition to the 7.8 million subscribers whose information was taken in a hack several days ago. Add that up, it's more than 13 million people impacted. The company says device information numbers, which can be used to track users, were stolen for some subscribers. It's also possible that names, phone numbers, social security numbers, and driver's license information were included in the hack. T-Mobile says no credit card or other financial information appears to have been compromised.
New data suggests the pandemic has led to academic and mental health issues in kids. Kaiser Family Foundation researchers asked more than 1,200 parents of kids under 18 about academic success and mental health. More than a third of parents said at least one of their kids fell behind in school and in social and behavioral development during the pandemic. About 40% said their child displayed at least one new mental health symptom.
A new study from the University of Michigan shows how small dietary shifts nuts can create significant health and environmental benefits. The study published in the journal Nature Food is based on the Health Nutritional Index, which calculates the net health burden of foods in minutes of life. So, for example, eating a hot dog could cost you 36 minutes of healthy life, but eating a serving of nuts or blueberries gives you an extra 26 minutes. Researchers found changing just 10% of your daily caloric intake can get you an extra 48 health minutes per day and reduce your carbon footprint by 1/3. But you have to swap out healthy foods, and that means more fruit, vegetables, nuts, legumes, or select seafood.
The Dane County Breakfast on the Farm is back on this year. The event is set for tomorrow morning at the Hinchley Family Dairy Farm in Cambridge. You'll get the opportunity to hear from Pam Yankee of the Midwest Farm Report, enjoy some live music, and explore the expo area featuring dairy information and food samples. The breakfast is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Dane County. For Tina Hinchley, this is one of the biggest days for her family.
It means so much that we're able to showcase our farm and share it with our communities. And you know what? This means so much when you see kids that end up saying, when I grow up, I want to be a dairy farmer.
The event runs Saturday morning from 7 to 11:30. They do have COVID safety protocols in place. Tickets are $4 for ages 3 to 11 years old and $8 for those 12 and up.
Mike Richards, the new host of Jeopardy, has already stepped down. The stunning announcement comes just 2 days after a website called The Ringer exposed offensive comments that Richards made about women and minorities in 2013 and 2014. Richards has apologized that his past has cast negative attention on Jeopardy. Just last week, Sony announced he would host the popular game show. Jeopardy is now planning to resume guest hosts for the time being, but Richards will continue to serve as executive producer of the show.
The Rock County Sheriff and Dunkin' Donuts teamed up to raise money for the Special Olympics today. What used to be called Cop on the Rooftop is now called Coffee for Champions. That's because the officers are not allowed on rooftops anymore. Chris Cron from the Rock County Sheriff's Office was excited to be helping others.
So we're here for Special Olympics. We were here in 2019 was the last year. We raised over $3,000 in 2019. We obviously took a year off with COVID, and now we're back in 2021. So we're excited to be back and talking to people and getting donations for a good cause.
Every donor to the cause received a free donut coupon. Not a bad gift for making a simple donation to help others.
Researchers in Australia say they're close to developing the food and living conditions that would make onshore farming of lobsters viable. This is a tropical rock lobster grown from egg to adult in a very untropical Tasmania. One of these currently fetches about $20 a pound in Australia and much more in Asian markets, making farming them on a mass scale potentially very lucrative. At the moment, though, scientists still have some hurdles to overcome.
At the moment, there's no feed for these animals, so that's a big impediment. So development of feeds and also development of systems to actually grow these animals out in a sustainable way onshore.
Proponents say farmed lobster is more sustainable and the food will be largely plant-based, unlike the feed used for farmed salmon. Well, there's more at 4 when we come back. A warning about scammers taking advantage of people in Wisconsin who are looking to help Afghan refugees.
And new drone images show swimmers in California have a lot of company in the water. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
The Agora Art Fair returns Saturday, August 21st in Fitchburg, showcasing the work of over 100 area artists in a variety of mediums, plus great live music, food, craft beer and wine garden, and lots of fun activities for the kids. To learn more, visit agoraartfair.com.
What do you think?
I love it.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no,
The homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
I'm not always on my game, but lately, my uncle is, especially with his type 2 diabetes.
With once-weekly Trulicity, most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
The Agora Art Fair returns Saturday, August 21st in Fitchburg, showcasing the work of over 100 area artists in a variety of mediums, plus great live music, food, craft beer and wine garden, and lots of fun activities for the kids. To learn more, visit agoraartfair.com.
The U.S. Department of Education is canceling student loan debt for those with severe disabilities.
It says it's waiving $5.8 billion total for more than 300,000 people. To qualify, borrowers must have a total and permanent disability. The Social Security Administration will automatically identify recipients who are eligible.
As we continue to talk about these refugees headed to Wisconsin, we keep hearing from viewers who want to help. For those of you looking to make a donation, there are a few things you should ask to be sure your dollars are getting where you want them to go. Tiffany Schultz of the Better Business Bureau warns us of scammers posing as charities, making donation pages online, and pocketing the money themselves. Some scams are sophisticated, but Schultz says there are ways to keep yourself safe.
Check out those different charities. Read on their website. What are they looking to do with those funds? Giving with a credit card provides additional protections that other forms of payment do not.
To check your own charity's legitimacy, you can visit bbb.org, where the Better Business Bureau has a list of their own accredited charities.
Wall Street ended what has been a bumpy week on a high note. The Dow rose about 226 points. The Nasdaq closed up nearly 173, and the S&P 500 gained 35. Well, if you're lucky, you'll be able to spend this weekend somewhere at the beach. In California, however, swimmers will have a lot of company in the water.
New drone images near Los Angeles show an increasing number of juvenile great white sharks swimming among people, and they're displaying some behavior that you might not expect. Carter Evans explains what's going on.
Getting in the water with great white sharks seems like a terrible idea. I don't dare stand up on this board. We're just off the coast of Santa Barbara, and within minutes. This shark is so close, I could almost grab its dorsal fin. It is right underneath me. Now, scientists say that shark is not interested in me or other people. Watch this huge shark swim right up to these unsuspecting children and just swim away. The population of these great whites off SoCal beaches is exploding. I can only see it now because I'm getting up high. If I were a surfer, I'd be lying down, and I'd have no idea it was underneath me.
Oh my God, don't bite him, don't bite him.
Wedding photographer Carlos Gauna started capturing these stunning images off the beach last year when the pandemic dried up business.
Almost every time I see an interaction with a human and a shark, my heart does pound. We've all been conditioned, ever since Jaws came out, to fear that interaction.
But this is far from Jaws. Watch as a large shark calmly cruises the surf lineup. This one approaches a family, and a swimmer is headed right toward another. All of the sharks seem uninterested.
Despite the fact that people are out there thrashing around and their arms are hanging off boards and legs are hanging off boards, the sharks just ignore it.
Chris Lowe is director of the Shark Lab at Cal State Long Beach. Why don't they want to eat us?
Well, we don't really fully know the answer to that question. First of all, we're not close to being on the menu.
Most of the sharks spotted off Southern California beaches are juvenile great whites. Despite their size, they're only up to about 6 years old and very inexperienced hunters.
Taking off.
Lowe's team showed us where the sharks use the warm coastal waters as a nursery.
When they're born, they're completely on their own. The safest place for them to be is in shallow water. They have to learn to feed on what's there. And the number one thing that's there are stingrays.
Carlos's video shows that they're very aware the surfers are there.
Yeah, in fact, we've been able to document sharks recognizing that somebody's nearby, so they know the sounds of a person swimming and surfing.
So they've learned that we're not a threat.
Kind of seems that way.
But Lowe says that could change if people get too comfortable and start going after the sharks.
They're a wild animal, and if they feel threatened, they will defend themselves.
In 2019, the Coast Guard had to airlift a surfer who was bitten by a shark off Santa Rosa Island. But Lowe says unprovoked great white shark attacks around here are extremely rare. I mean, we're essentially telling people here, don't worry about the baby great whites in the water. But does the same thing apply on the East Coast?
Actually, no. There we have adults that are there to feed on seals. And those seals are sharing the beach with people. So that's a very different situation. Even in Northern California, I'd be a lot more hesitant about getting in the water.
But off the SoCal coast, this shark is just swimming so calmly and so gracefully right now. Lowe's team is working to eventually predict the conditions that could lead to encounters between sharks and people.
I'm kind of hoping in about 5 years, you'll get a rip current report and you'll get a shark report.
Lowe and his team say these videos and my interaction are examples that humans and great white sharks can coexist, at least in Southern California. Carter Evans, CBS News.
Oh boy, that's a juvenile shark.
I know, imagine the adults.
Something we don't have to worry about here in Wisconsin.
That's one good thing about here.
But it's cool to see it from above.
Oh, those shots were amazing.
Yeah,
That's not the kind of beach I'm going to here.
No. Still to come tonight at 4, this heat and humidity is increasing the chances for some storms to start your Saturday. Dana has the weekend forecast coming up.
And later, using music and sound to make food taste better. It's called sonic seasoning. When Live at 4 continues.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here, new Aspirin arthritis. Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month special financing. During our Labor Day sale, save up to $700 on all Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. And with free delivery and Steinhoffels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there.
and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with Power Swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power Swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the Power Swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth this Labor Day by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Take a look at this, a terrifying scene in a New York City subway tunnel caught on camera. The NYPD released video of a 60-year-old man who fainted and fell onto the subway tracks just before a train was due to arrive. Transit officer Ludine Lopez was there, wasted no time jumping into action with the train arriving at any moment. A bystander jumped in to help, all while carefully avoiding the electrified third rail, while others flagged the train to try to slow down. The man was pulled to safety by a brave police officer and an unidentified Good Samaritan in the right place at the right time. Oh, that's just it's stressful just
that
looking.
That got my heart beating.
Yes.
I was going to say, that was crazy to watch.
There are good people in the world.
Absolutely.
That's a lucky guy.
Well, Friday is World Mosquito Day, a day to break out the bug repellent and watch out for the blood-sucking pests. Sir Ronald Ross, who made important discoveries about preventing malaria, declared August 20th to be World Mosquito Day. He's the first British doctor to win the Nobel Prize for Medicine back in 1902. There are more than 3,000 species of mosquitoes in the world, and most get a very bad rap. But only a tiny fraction of those are responsible for spreading diseases like Zika, West Nile, yellow fever, and malaria. The CDC says the best protection is prevention, wearing long sleeves, using bug spray with DEET, and draining standing water near your home.
They're having a very big summer around here.
Yeah, I mean, even if there's 3,000 species, I don't think there's any species I like.
I don't know if they deserve a designation day.
Yeah, I don't know. And they love, we were just talking, they love our blood, the O blood.
Yeah, if you have, is it O positive and O negative or just O negative?
That's what I've read.
The sweet blood.
All I know is my friends think of me as their own repellent because they just come to me and ignore it.
Oh, so that's good. If you're with them, then
you're for them.
I have the same problem. They're loving this weather, Dana. It's hot and humid outside.
They are. Welcome to the O blood family. We're all in it together. Yes, so we can take all the mosquitoes. Nobody else in southern Wisconsin has to worry about it right now.
We got it.
Exactly. Usually when we see a little more rain, it helps mix up our water a bit more. We don't have as much of a mosquito problem. And we are going to have a few more showers ahead for the weekend and the start of next week. That could be some good news for us. We'll look at your full forecast right after the break.
I'm Kendall Richards with All Comfort Services, and due to predicted shortages of equipment and replacement parts for furnaces and air conditioners, we recommend scheduling a tune-up today, even if it's with another company. Take it from me, it's the right thing to do.
For Deb, living with constipation with belly pain was the same old story for years. Trying this, doing that, spending countless days right here. Still came the belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Awful feelings she kept sugarcoating. Finally, with the help of her doctor, it came to be that her symptoms were all signs of IBS-C. And that's why she said yes to adding Linzess. Linzess is not a laxative. It helps you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and is proven to help relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, fears, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Could your story also be about IBS-C? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
Certain HPV-related cancers?
You're not welcome here.
Get out of my face. HPV can cause certain cancers when your child grows up. Get in its way. HPV can affect males and females, and there's no way to predict who will or won't clear the virus. The CDC recommends HPV vaccination at age 11 or 12 to help protect against certain cancers. Hey, cancer, not
my
child. Don't wait. Talk to your child's doctor about HPV vaccination today.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
All Comfort Services can help you combine energy rewards, federal tax credits, and manufacturer rebates to save up to $1,200 on a Lennox gas furnace and air conditioner system. The savings are real, but only available for a limited time.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're all just comparing cat and dog photos on the commercial break. I need you guys to know that at home. As far as the tropics are concerned right now, we're still keeping a very close eye on Tropical Storm Henri. Again, this is just off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, pretty parallel right now to the southern edge of the Atlantic coastline for us. But it is taking quite a turn west, and that does not mean good news for our friends in the New England area. Checking out this track over the next few days, likely going to strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane over the next 24 hours or so, and then rapidly approach the coastline in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and heading towards Massachusetts. We're looking at landfall late in the day on Sunday before it moves inland and then quickly weakens and likely wraps around towards Maine. But this latest shift west really drags it over an area with a lot of people, a lot of travel, and a lot of rain and storm surge building on in. So the coast of Massachusetts and Connecticut right now already under a hurricane watch. That's in effect for us heading into the weekend. And as the storm continues to approach, likely going to see more watches and warnings get issued. A Category 1 hurricane, that's a lot of wind and a lot of rain and a lot of storm surge pushing into the area. For us, right now, nice and quiet, pretty pleasant evening. Off to the west, though, we're keeping a close eye on this line that's already triggered severe thunderstorm watch for Minnesota and into the Dakotas. We're not expecting severe weather with the line moving into Wisconsin, but that line is going to continue to move east and pass over as we look ahead to early Saturday. Showers and thunderstorms likely for early in the day Saturday. Once that line passes through, though, we're back to a pretty pleasant afternoon and for Sunday. Shouldn't be quite as humid outside for us late Saturday and heading into Sunday. For next week, we'll have a few more chances for showers and thunderstorms to build in. Right now, it is warm. High temperatures today in the upper 80s, close to 90 in Janesville. Our breeze coming in from the south. Overnight, we get past midnight before this line really starts to build in. These thunderstorms could bring some quick wind gusts with them, but not really concerned about any strong to severe thunderstorms. Noticing as we get closer to sunrise, not a lot of rain in the area. We'll still have a few isolated showers and thunderstorms passing through, but folks already asking about the farmers market or any other events early in the day. I think things overall will be pretty okay. And heading into the afternoon tomorrow, we dry out pretty quickly and we're back to sunny skies. Now for Sunday, we hold on to that sunshine temperature-wise and be high as close to 80 degrees. Again, the severe weather potential for Saturday, just not seeing that add up. That's some good news for us. We do still need the rain, though. Moderate drought status for southern Wisconsin still. So to have some steadier showers built in, that is some good news. 83 the high for tomorrow. Again, with showers and thunderstorms in the morning, clearing in the afternoon, mostly sunny for Sunday. And as we look ahead to the start of next week, we'll have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms to build back into the area before we fall into a drier pattern, a little cooler, less humid pattern by the end of that week and heading into the following weekend.
That looks really nice. Then it's going to cool off a little bit.
Yes, it'll be cooler and less humid.
Very nice. Next time we need to organize our pet pictures so we can share them with everybody watching.
Yeah. Yes,
Maddie
nice
has cats that could have their own Instagram page. They're so entertaining. They really are. They're really entertaining. All right, Dana, thank you. An art student in England is making music with food.
CBS's Ian Lee reports by using ASMR, a way we respond to sound, the researcher hopes to change the way we feel about our meals.
If music is to the soul as food is to the body, then Mengting Zhang is composing the perfect diet. It's called sonic seasoning, linking foods to sound to help meals taste better.
So it will actually influence your appetite, actually the flavor and also the emotion behind the sound. That is modular.
Zhang designed special bowls that can detect the food, which adds flavor to our ears and changes how we feel. For example, some sounds could help build an appetite.
Like this one, like I play it when people is pouring honey into their plate, and this one feels like quite light and happy.
While other sounds you might find less appealing for those of us who want to make healthier choices.
This sounds like very weird, so some people just lose appetite when they hear it.
From the looks of it, reactions to this way of tantalizing our taste buds can vary.
I mean, it's kind of strange kind of experience.
It's a very special experience.
A meal with a melody, creating a feast for all the senses. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Interesting, you made a good point. It might help picky eaters.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking, my boyfriend's the pickiest eater I've ever met, so always looking for ways to help.
There's always the kids menu.
Yeah,
and that's
he uses it.
That's a hit. Well, coming up next at 4, Jeannie Mose tells us about a harrowing escape from a burning crane.
And then at 5, our Naomi Coles tells us how many refugees to expect from Afghanistan and where they could settle down, coming up at 5.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Tonight at 5, not only will masks be required for those who enter most music venues in Madison, they will be required for the musicians. How the show will go on tonight at 5.
And our next chance for showers and thunderstorms starts to build in late tonight into early Saturday morning. Could hear a few rumbles of thunder early before we're back to sunny skies. We'll look at your full 10-day.
And ahead at 6, if you are looking to help Afghan refugees trying to flee the Taliban, the BBB warns to be careful of scammers trying to take advantage.
Giving the old weather satellite a spin this Friday afternoon, this is a live look at Charlotte, North Carolina. Boy, that has a really nice skyline, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks beautiful there, too.
It's about as warm as it is here.
I believe it,
A little bit warmer, 90 degrees in Charlotte this afternoon. A man is recovering after being trapped on a burning boom lift in Alabama.
Firefighters waiting below to catch him had to coax the man to jump. Jeannie Moose has the story of a man faced with terrifying options.
It was a pick-your-poison moment for a painter trapped on a flaming boom lift. Fire or electrocution or jump. 23-year-old Cabero Ramirez was up on the platform when the lift collided with power lines and caught fire.
You could tell he was panicked.
Because the lift was energized by the power lines, firemen couldn't use water or their aerial ladders. Ramirez was doing a paint job at a Harley-Davidson dealership in Oxford, Alabama. Oxford Fire Department's battalion chief, Curtis Cupp, modestly acknowledged
Yes, ma'am.
it was his idea to grab a tent they found lying around the dealership to use as a safety net for Ramirez to aim for.
What were they yelling?
Jump.
But he didn't.
Start yelling jump. I think he knew what he had to do. At first, he didn't want to do it.
About 15 firefighters held the tent taut as the situation worsened. The explosion and a huge cloud of smoke apparently finally motivated Ramirez to jump. The tent held.
When he did hit, he did not make contact with the ground until everyone holding it set it on the ground.
Ramirez injured his knee and suffered from smoke inhalation. We were unable to reach Ramirez, but
Apparently, he was back at work the next day. From what they said, though, he stayed on the ground that day.
if this ever happens to you, the battalion chief recommends a cannonball position rather than a straight up and down jump. But whatever position, better to take the leap before the flames leaped at him. Jeannie Moose, CNN, New York.
Well, now we know what to do in that situation, which hopefully never arises.
I think they say that because you don't want to, like, break your legs if you fall like that. But
those were terrifying options.
It looked like a movie, didn't it?
Yeah,
Thank
it absolutely did.
That had a happy ending. Well, still to come tonight at 4, we'll go behind the screens with Michael Bruno.
Today, Michael's highlighting some local dinner theater as he goes backstage of The Dinner Detective. That's when Live at 4 continues.
It's time for back to school, so get to Rogan's today for styles your kids will love. Plus, save the receipt and the next pair is half price. Family Savings gets an A+ at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
New jets, new yachts, new hobbies. The ultra-rich got ultra-richer during the pandemic because Republicans in Congress have been working for them, protecting loopholes for tax-dodging billionaires instead of helping working people who'd benefit from a fair share tax plan that Republicans are trying to block. And Ron Johnson's one of them. The rich don't need new jets, but Wisconsin does need a new senator. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
For Deb, living with constipation with belly pain was the same old story for years. Trying this, doing that, spending countless days right here. Still came the belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Awful feelings she kept sugarcoating. Finally, with the help of her doctor, it came to be. that her symptoms were all signs of IBS-C, and that's why she said yes to adding Linzess. Linzess is not a laxative. It helps you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and is proven to help relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Could your story also be about IBS-C? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of basic or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who've honorably served and their families. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
I kept my receipt from the last time I was at Rogan's to save even more and back to school for my kids. The shoes I'm getting today are half price. I get the best savings for my family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
No accidents to report right now. This little icon popping up has been cleared along the Beltline, but we are still seeing delays eastbound along the Beltline. Near Janesville, a few delays northbound on the interstate, but otherwise no hiccups for downtown. From the Beltline to Janesville, right at 25 minutes, 17 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about 18 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Dinner theaters are always fun. You get to enjoy a good meal and be entertained at the same time.
Today, Michael Bruno goes backstage of The Dinner Detective, a mystery show being staged on select Saturday nights at the DoubleTree on Madison's east side.
The Dinner Detective is essentially a live version of the game Clue. And this has been running since 2004 in over 75 cities nationwide. We have been running in Madison since 2016. And guests from all over come in. And the premise of the show is that everybody in attendance is actually considered a suspect. So the actors are all dressed like the guests are, and you have no idea as you're sitting there dining throughout the night if you're sitting next to somebody that's in on the mystery. Clues are revealed, the detectives come in and lead this interrogation, and at some point you might realize the person you've been hanging out with the whole night has died or is in on the whole investigation. So that is, in a nutshell, the murder mystery show that we are putting on called The Dinner Detective.
So Amber, tell me about how you got involved with this, how long you've been doing it, and what your experience has been like.
I was a Destination Imagination kid, which is an improv group for students, Odyssey of the Mind before that. And I was like, this kind of sounds up my alley. And so I went and auditioned. I believe Mallory was there with another actor and had me do all these sorts of crazy things. I believe I reenacted death by kindergartner with safety scissors because that is my deepest fear. And they're like, yeah, she's kind of spunky and goofy and we can use her. And so it was definitely different than some of the more stage theater performances that I found myself being involved in later as an adult. So it's kind of like a throwback to those improv things that I did as a kid, which was a lot of fun. I am often one of the detectives, but I have been a seated actor. I've been the killer. I've been the person who gets killed. I've been a seated actor. I have done it all. So I usually watch for the roles to come through via email. It's like, what am I doing this month? Cool. And we all know the script, so we can jump in anywhere where needed.
Well, it's very similar to Amber. I was just paging through Facebook and saw this post, and it was very intriguing. And so I signed up, I went, and I have to say that it was one of the best auditions, most fun auditions, because it had a reminiscence of a TV show that you play improv in, and it was super fun. And so I was cast, and here I am.
And Michael joins us now. Maddie and I love this idea.
That looks so fun. I would love to do this.
It really looks fun.
anniversaries and wedding shows, and you really do get involved with it. The good thing about it, though, is that they don't force you to do anything. So if you're kind of like the shy type, just kind of wants to watch the action, you can sit and watch the action, and the actors are pretty good at figuring out who's going to play along and who really just wants to like not be a part of the show.
Now, how do you think the mask mandate is going to affect performances in general and this performance specifically?
I would assume that since you have to sit with the actors at tables, that I'm pretty sure by now that everybody's going to have to be masked up. I don't know. When we spoke at the interview, we know the audience has to be masked, and I'm pretty sure the servers and the staff of the hotel had to be masked, but the actors at that point were not wearing masks. But I'm going to assume, and I don't know for sure, because this all just came up today with the piece that Steve Knoll was talking about, saying that actors now have to be masked as well. So I'm assuming that with this kind of show, if you're sitting next to an actor that you don't know is an actor, you think it's just somebody you're sitting next to, everybody's going to probably have to be masked for this.
Yeah, all right, we'll continue to follow it. The Dinner Detective is at the DoubleTree in downtown Madison. Sorry, I think we said East Side earlier.
No,
it's the downtown Madison DoubleTree.
No, it's East Town.
Oh, it is East Town.
It's East Town, yes.
Oh, it is. So we were correct. Okay, sorry. Now we're really confusing people. Okay.
It used to be downtown. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And the tickets are $61.95. There's a wait list for tomorrow night, but there are tickets available for performances on September 11th and September 25th, but the tickets do sell quickly. Okay, it's that time. It's 3, 2, 1. It's Friday. Hi, Jim.
Hi, guys.
Good to see you.
Happy Friday.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, too.
All right, and so you got 2 It's Fridays, Maddie.
I didn't know I was walking into this today.
We'll be right back.